Well, I'm gonna explain my first Capstone project. Actually, I used the Kaggle dataset, which is related to the market dataset, market data of Apple stock. And you can see at the first stage, definitely I read this CSV file, which is our dataset, and it contains some columns: date, open, high, low, close, adjacent, close, and volume. I did some data analysis on that. For example, five first a first five column, first last columns with this tail function, and I did some other elementary analysis such as the shape of our data set and the information, I mean the types of each column in our data frame, and the describe function, which is have information about the count, mean, standard deviation, minimum of each column of our data frame. But as you know, for market analysis and for better understanding, we need other columns than this dataset. So I added some desired columns for better analysis with some of the capabilities of Pandas data frame. For example, I added the max difference column, the final difference, the percentage change for each day, the daily value of uh, a stock in each day, and I round this daily value and add it to our data frame. So this is the final data frame or final data set that we have with these columns from date to daily value. Um, Actually, I did some other more analysis too. For example, uh, I got the maximum number of daily value in our data set. I got the maximum percentage change, and this is the two number that I've talked about that. And if you gonna access to the row to the date of each of this number, each of this maximum number, we can use this code to, for example, get the row of the maximum percent change. For example, at this date with these other columns, we have the maximum percent change, which is 32.94. So after this analysis, I go to the uh, visualization part, which definitely I use Boca at first. So I import some necessary library for Boca, and after that, I just use the line chart for percent change column that I created before. For the next chart, I use line chart for close, low, and high in our entire dataset, and you can see here from the start point to the end point of our dataset, which is our date, these numbers and this chart. And after that, I used the bar chart for the volume part, for the volume column, and this is the uh, volume chart of our dataset. At the next stage, I just use this code to visualize these two graph, these two chart next to each other. And as you can see here, maybe this is very difficult to understand because it's so close to each other, the low, the height, and the close. So it's better to add widgets for better understanding. So at the next part, I add widget with definitely add sign interact, the function of interact uh, for this chart. So I added this widget that tells us which price you want to see, close, low, or high. And if you click in each of them, you can see that this is an interactive dashboard. This is an interactive chart with the widgets. And if you're going to use both of them, easily we can uh, choose both or all of them in just one chart. So I just put it on the close. And for the final part, actually, I used the matplotlib because I wanted to create and visualize the candlestick chart because it's so important for the financial market, for the financial analyzer to use the candlestick part. And I use the matplotlib, and this is the candle type chart that I created for the last 10 days of our data frame. You can see here the candlestick, and definitely we can use this candle type for uh, any span of our of the date of our data frame. So this was my first Capstone project, which was data analysis and data visualization for the Atlas Stock data frame. That's it.